Hi there, this is Mindy Martin from Usborne Books and More. You can see all my books on readwithmindy.com. Today I would like to go over this book called I Love You Americanly. It's a great book. It has rounded corners so kids don't get hurt. The pages are kind of thicker. They're still paper, but they're thicker paper, and it's kind of shiny. I hope this comes across all right. So, I love you Americanly. I love you capitally, like Washington, D.C. I love you tremendously, like a redwood tree. I love you continuously, like the Seattle rain. I love you abundantly, like the fruited plain. I love you duckedly, like the public garden's flowers. I love you impressively, like Chicago's gleaming towers. I love you colossally, like high cascades. I love you bountifully, like the Everglades. I love you majestically, like the Sierra rise. I love you beautifully, like the spacious skies. I love you connectedly, like Chesapeake Bay. I love you creatively, like snazzy LA. I love you wondrously, like the Blue Ridge Mountains. I love you spectacularly, like the Bellagio Fountains. I love you deservedly, like the Texas Big Ben. I love you strongly, like Tornado Alley's wind. I love you endlessly, like Cape Cod sands. I love you dramatically, like the bare Badlands. I love you intensely, like Niagara Falls. I love you immensely, like the Grand Canyon's wall. I love you magically, like Monument Valley. I love you musically, like Nashville's alley. I love you faithfully, like Yellowstone's spout. I love you curiously, like Will Rogers' route. I love you energetically, like NYC. I love you largely, like 5 Great Lakes. I love you steadily, like Denali's flakes. I love you strikingly, like the Golden Gate Bridge. I love you astonishingly, like the Rocky Mountain Ridge. I love you simply, like the stark Mojave. I love you anciently, like the southwestern ruins. I love you greatly, like the Colorado dunes. I love you extensively, like the Continental Divide. I love you predictably, like the North Atlantic tide. I love you stunningly, like the Pacific Coast Highway. I love you protectively, like the Outer Banks Flyway. I love you welcomely, like the St. Louis Arch. I love you permanently, like the Mount Rushmore's granite art. I love you historically, like the Gettysburg mortar. I love you jazzily, like the French Quarter. I love you declaratively, like Independence Hall. I love you joyously, like the Derby's first call. I love you lushly, like the Hawaiian island. I love you inconclusively, like your land and my land. I love you wholesomely like a warm apple pie. I love you soaringly like the ninth inning fly. I love you grandly like the wave of Old Glory. I love you complexly like the nation's story. I love you necessarily like sweet liberty. I love you vastly like our growing country. I love you shiningly, freely, and Americanly. I love you so, from sea to shining sea. If you like this title, go ahead and check it out on readwithmindy.com. Thanks.